Very welcome, my dear friends, and thanks for taking pain. If at all you are listening me, and I hope that all of you are all right and quite well. And my prayers to the Lord are that all of you live happily. Incidentally, actually, I was watching this serial which was aired way back on the internet. So the gist of that serial was that there was a girl of almost 19 to 20 years and a boy maybe around 24 years. And they were in live-in relationship, probably in some metro in India. The girl was a model and actress, and the boy was also a model. And they were living together and confessed that they are in love. See, this is their confession. This is not the case of actual love. But at that point of time, their minds were not mature enough to tell them that human mind loves basically speaking only the atma, the self. No other love relation is permanent. You have seen the case of Lala and Majnu, and they died pathetic and a very sad death. So was that love which could not inspire them to live further? And whatever. So when this girl who was a model and actress used to go to carry out her assignments as given by different people, then out of the pressure of professionalism, as the industry is very professional, she used to become very casual with her counterparts who used to provide her opportunities to what the boy used to call being flirt. And the girl simply knew the facts and fiction of the Bollywood and modeling industry, and so she had no way out. In order to establish herself, she had to give at least a bit of freedom to her counterpart so that she can keep on getting the business. So are they, the boy and the girls, were really in love? They thought so. And when they thought so, they lived together. Finally speaking, the boy lost some faith on the girl and got the girl examined during her day-to-day course of action and found that the girl gets touchy and a wee bit physical with those people who used to provide her opportunity. What both were doing together when they used to live together was not that they were madly in love with each other, because the boy was neither the god and the girl was neither the goddess, neither they possessed those kind of qualities to whom we can worship, and they were equally fragile, and their mindset was fragile and they were very vulnerable. What they were doing, and in fact all of us are doing in our day-to-day exercises along the years through which we love, is we are trying to tune our mind setup and the mental frequency with the cosmic frequency. And in order to achieve that, unknowingly many people take many steps. And so the girl and the boy took the step of living with each other. I am not commenting on living with each other. I cannot be judgmental on that. But they were not satisfied. They could not have been satisfied at all in any case. And ultimately the boy carried out the loyalty test and the girl got annoyed that you don't have faith on me. And finally they broke off, kind of thing. When they broke off or when they were together, at both times they were actually searching the cosmic frequency through whatever means, through boyfriend, through girlfriend, through clients, through persons who used to offer the projects, whatever. And we are all doing that. Very few of us reach to that level, and it is an extended exercise with lot of sacrifice if you are progressing through Jnana Yoga, and it is an extended exercise with a lot of comfort if you are progressing through Bhakti Yoga or Karma Yoga. Let me tell you, there is no other way of living possible which is having some meaning without having adherence to Jnana Yoga or Bhakti Yoga or Karma Yoga or Prema Yoga, as your nature might be. And all of us, even when we are living with the wives, when we are living with the children, when we are living with girlfriends and boyfriends, we are all searching that cosmic frequency. The boy himself was not in that position and he never achieved a cosmic frequency, so he cannot bring down the girl to that level. And ultimately, finally speaking, the relation broke off. So in every of our action and every of our experience and every of our activity, we are searching the God, to which I call the God is searching the God. And you don't know that what you are doing. You think you are doing some kind of business, you think you are dealing some project, you think you are doing some job, and this is how you go on and don't get the right kind of persons who can understand your mind, what you basically need, and guide you according to that. Whom such persons are called the gurus, the seers, the one who has realized the truth. The one who has realized the truth can only bring you to that level of internal mental satisfaction and a lot of stability of mind. Then the situation comes to such an extent that you don't need a girlfriend or a boyfriend, as the case may be. That unfortunately all the persons take wrong steps in the direction of understanding the religion. To me, somebody asked, what is religion? To whom I really don't remember when it was asked to me. But I clearly remember that religion is nothing but techniques to exploit the full potential of the mind and taking it to as far higher as to the divine self, if possible. Religion is nothing but making yourself exploit the mind and the energy and enormous energy and positivity of the mind to reach the highest. This is the religion. Religion is exploitation of mind to make it eligible to reach higher and higher energy levels. And when I call frequency, those who can know a bit of physics, frequency is also associated with energy. So this is one aspect. I've seen some interviews recently and I came across to find people who say that Hindus are basically the worshipper of idol worship. Hindus are idol worship. They worship idols. I clearly remember the two countries at least who worship idols or stone god, and one is Nepal and another is India. And incidentally, these two are the most non-violent countries because, to the best of my understanding, from his own side, India has never attacked on any country. And similarly speaking, Nepal has got no adversities in their conduct so far by and large. But for one who has realized, but for one who has seen the Atma, but for one who has experienced the Atma, but for one who has experienced the Self, and in the light of the Self who has experienced the world, very clearly knows that every single experience, maybe it may be the idol of Lord Shiva, it may be idol of Lord Vishnu, it may be idol of Buddha, it may be idol of anything, any experience, maybe that is an object, maybe that is an idol, is only a proof that the God exists. And this you have to understand very clearly. After realization, you can achieve to these stages when you see that all the idols are ultimately generated out of the pure immortal self or supreme conscious. So the God who normally meets to people in Nirguna form also meet people in Saguna form, and from Nirguna to Saguna transformation can never be explained by any rule of physics and any theory of physics. But for a seer, every perceptible thing is only and only the proof of the God. So those who say that idol worshippers are wrong, they are simply not having the privilege, the immense privilege and the immense age of realizing the God. In fact, in many religious streams I have found they say the God cannot be seen. I really close my eyes to those who talk like this. Because Kabir himself says, Santo Jivati Karasa, Mare Moksha Guru Kohe Swarthi Jhutha De Vishwasa. मरने के बाद आप फ्री हो जाओगे, मोक्ष हो जाएगा, ये तो कोई ऐसा ही आदमी कह सकता है जो बहुत कमजोर हो, क्योंकि जीते जी ही मोक्ष हो जाता है, जीते जी ही ईश्वर का दर्शन हो जाता है। और उसी ईश्वर के दर्शन, निर्विकार ईश्वर के दर्शन से पता चलता है कि दुनिया का हर ऑब्जेक्ट जो स्लाइटली कॉन्शियस भी है या जो परसेप्टिबल भी है, एक्चुअली इट इज द प्रूफ ऑफ द गॉड, बिकॉज इट हैज इमेनेटेड फ्रॉम द गॉड. Now where is the contradiction? The third thing is Hindu also worship the trees, cow. Cow is having better fidelity and quality than Hitler. The care that she gives to her calf, or the milk, or the curd, or the paneer, or other variations, then cow dung. The kind of utility the cow can provide to humanity can never be provided by the terrorist. Terrorists are simply mistaken persons. Those who could not understand their own religious, immense and beautiful religious streams quite well become terrorists because they ultimately become frustrated. So when Hindu worship trees, Hindu also know that the tree is having consciousness. J.C. Bose in his very famous experiment proved it. That the trees are also having consciousness. And they can correlate with the thought, with your thought. And depending upon the quality of tree, we find that these trees are much, much better than thousands and thousands and millions of people right now on the deck of the earth. So, if they worship trees, if they worship idol, they have a reason, which you people have not reached to that level so far. Thank you.